This video is inspired by a keynote from Jack Mallers. What I want my generation to understand is this: Bitcoin isn't just for hedge fund bros or kids seeking yachts. My generation is struggling, and for us, Bitcoin isn't an investment first, it's a revolution. We grew up with technology and iPhones, but something is deeply wrong. Teenage suicides and overdoses are up. Most of my friends are in a debt trap from the moment they turn 18. Student loans, car notes, just to survive. We're told the economy is booming, but it feels painful, not inspiring. Millennials face the scariest financial future since the Great Depression. When you ask us if we feel the boom, the answer is obviously no. I truly believe a huge part of this has to do with the money. If the government can print unlimited cash, why is there still hunger? Why is there so much poverty? The truth is, someone pays the price for that printing. The cost of printing money is paid in our jobs, our health, and our stability. This is the story of our inheritance. So, how did we get here? Let's dive into the history. Go back to 1944. At Bretton Woods, the US said, everyone will use the dollar and will peg it to gold. They fixed gold at $35 an ounce. For a while, the world grew using the dollar. But eventually, the US spent too much. In 1971, Nixon severed the dollar's link to gold. Then they set up the petrodollar system with Saudi Arabia, pricing oil in dollars and backing the currency with energy and military power. In the 1980s, we got hyper-financialization. To keep a paper-based system alive, you need unlimited loans, unlimited debt, and unlimited growth. Politicians promised that deficits don't matter. Debt kept growing. In 2008, the system almost blew up in the global financial crisis. But Wall Street got bailed out and the game continued. Today, we're told the economy is booming just because stocks are up. But for everyday people, wages aren't keeping up, life isn't getting easier, and the future doesn't feel secure. There's a key truth we need to face. We chose this path. If we can print unlimited money, why do hunger, poverty, and depression still exist? The cost of printing money isn't paid in dollars. It's paid in our jobs, our health, our stability, and our well-being. Since we left the gold standard, we've seen collapsing birth rates, rising mental health issues, and a food supply degraded into industrial sludge. Obesity and metabolic disease keep rising while housing costs explode. When you debase money, you break families and communities. You push people into despair. Wealth inequality surges, and more young people live with their parents now than during the Great Depression. Here's the core idea: money is power. Those who control the money control society. They decide who prospers, who can start a family, and who gets left behind. Printing money is an ethical problem. Government debt is literally borrowing prosperity from our kids without their consent. We are time traveling into the future, spending their resources today. Fiat money is a moral violation. So what do we do about it? We do what humans have always done. We build better tools. Human history is a story of tool builders. People who wanted to scale society invented the wheel. Those who wanted information to spread built the printing press. Those who wanted abundant energy built electrical grids. Those who wanted a bicycle for the mind built computers. And those who wanted unbreakable moral rules around money built Bitcoin. Bitcoin, at its core, is moral code before it is computer code. Before it is an asset or a network, it is a set of ethical rules. It reflects the kind of world we actually want to live in. The rules are simple. You shall not censor, you shall not inflate, you shall not confiscate, you shall not steal. These rules apply to everyone equally, no matter who you are or how many guns you have. Before Bitcoin is the best performing asset on Wall Street, it is a statement about ethics and fairness. It's the rules-based world we've been waiting for. So, how does it actually enforce this? Let's talk about the math. How does Bitcoin enforce its rules? Through numbers, through math, and through people. Bitcoin finds its strength in enormous numbers that no amount of violence, war, or money printing can solve. A gun to my head cannot solve a private key. Think about the scale. 1 million seconds is about a week and a half. 1 billion is roughly 32 years. 1 trillion seconds takes you back to when the world was under ice. Bitcoin uses math at these unimaginable scales. If you want my house or my gold, you can kill me and take them. But if you want my Bitcoin, the only way to guarantee you cannot get it is by killing me, because it can be secured as nothing more than a number in my head. That's how strong Bitcoin's property rights are. Bitcoin's real power isn't political or military, it's mathematical and distributed among millions of people who run nodes, hold keys, and refuse to bend. Without Bitcoiners, Bitcoin would just be unused software. Bitcoiners are Bitcoin, the humans who enforce the rules. This is how we invert the power balance. We don't need violence, we need math and personal responsibility. All the things we use as money today, fiat, houses, gold, require violence to defend at scale. Bitcoin lets us defend wealth with electricity and math instead of human lives. Not having to spill blood to protect money is worth every watt. You want to protest? Buy some Bitcoin. I was born into a generation that knows things aren't fair. Wearing a hoodie on stage isn't a gimmick. It's a signal I'm not a boomerionaire. I want kids out there to look at someone in a hoodie and think that could be me. There is hope. So here's my message to the youth. After you wipe away the last tear about how unfair this all feels, you still have a choice. Personal responsibility is how we restore harmony to society. We get to choose what comes next. Like fire or the printing press, Bitcoin is a tool we invented so ordinary people can protect their ability to work, save, and live a dignified life. It's not an investment first. At its core, it is a peaceful revolution. Our way out of this mess is tied to how many of us decide to act together, so choose ethical money, choose freedom, choose a system that doesn't steal from your future or decide you're less worthy than someone born earlier or richer.